This is not Until Dawn. No, it's not. It's not Until Dawn. I'm not gonna lie. I mess with the concept of the idea. I like the idea and the whole thing about how it's a time loop. Every night is a different night. But there's a problem. It's not Until Dawn. Like, this is not. I don't know what this is. Like, when the hell did they put time loops in the game? When did the game have time loops? Now, if they had totems and the totems told the future, like, they could have did some Final Destination stuff where like the totems told the future and one person knew the future and they knew what to expect or something like that. That'd be cool. But when the hell did they have time loops in the game? They didn't. They didn't have time loops. They never had time loops in the game. Now, if you don't know what Until Dawn is, basically, I'm gonna sum this up as much as I remember. In Until Dawn, the video game, a bunch of friends go to this mountain. I remember it's called Blackwood Mountain in the winter time. And they pull a prank on one of the friends. The friend gets embarrassed. Friend runs out. Her sister follows, or another friend follows. They get chased by this person. They fall off the cliff. They die. A year later, friends go back. They end up going back to the same cabin in the wintertime, and they end up trying to, I guess, rekindle or something like that, to where they want to spend time with each other again. While they're up there, there's tension in the middle of this group about the friends that died. They see some weird things happening. They run into creatures. They run into a person trying to take down the creatures. The creatures are known as Wendigos. And along the way, you as the player, you make decisions. The decisions get you killed. They don't get you killed. However it happens, it's up to you, basically. It's a decision-making game. If you played it, you know what you know. Now, let me tell you the premise that I've seen from this trailer. A sister goes to find her missing sister. And apparently in this area, there's a bunch of missing people. And so, as they're in this winterless area, but there's rain. There is rain. There's no winter, but there's rain. They are put in a time loop to where every night they experience different killers. One night, they're fighting a serial killer. The next night, they're fighting a witch. And then the night after that, they're fighting a Wendigo. It seems like also they fight a giant at some point, a giant creature, I don't know. And in the trailer, one of the characters say, for us to survive this whole thing, we have to survive until dawn. What? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not completely shitting on this movie. It's just that it's like, if they didn't have the title Until Dawn in this, I wouldn't have put two and two together. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like it's influenced by Until Dawn, but it does not feel like Until Dawn. They have Peter Stormare. If you play the game, Peter Stormare with in between chapters, you would see Peter Stormare in the middle of, like, he would pop up in a room somewhere, and you would see him, you would talk to him, and you would make decisions. The story would unfold as he's talking to you. He's like the narrator or something. I don't know what he was. He was in the game, and he's in the movie. Then there's a part where they go against a guy with the mask of the person that was in the video game. It would look like a zombie mask or something, I don't know, but they have that mask in the movie. Then on top of that, they have the Wendigos. And there's probably other stuff. Like, it's little things that they are like referencing to the game, but besides the plot. It's not there. It's not there. Now, am I gonna say this movie is probably gonna flop? For it being a video game movie, that video game audience might not watch it. Now, will this movie still be a hit? Maybe, maybe not. It depends if the movie is good or not, but it's not Until Dawn. If you watched the trailer before this, the makers of the movie were like, well, you know, we want to expand on the universe. We want to expand on the universe. We want to make this about how when the player plays the game, they make decisions, those decisions unfold. It seems like they're going from the player standpoint rather than the game standpoint itself, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I remember when I played Until Dawn, whenever I made a mistake, I would restart the game and I would make a different decision, and that would carry out in a different way. In this movie, they make it seem like when you restart, all of it resets. Like, every single thing resets. Like, the killer, the situation, everything just restarts, and you just go from there again. That's not what Until Dawn premise, the plot, the story of it was. I would understand if they just did it to where they turn it into, like, again, Final Destination. In the game, there's totems. These totems tell you the future of what's to come of that path. If you go down this way, this person might die. If you go this way, this person might not make it. If you try to jump this direction or try to jump on this thing, the person might not make that jump. That's what the totems do in the game. Why not in the movie have one of the characters pick up one of these totems The totems tells the future. That person has the ability to like kind of like foresee what'll happen if they go down this path or they make this decision. And they have the ability to where it becomes a time loop. And then that time loop happens whenever somebody dies, like a friend dies or the main character dies. And then the time loop resets until they all make it until the end of the movie. Like how the video game is. Now technically the video game ends however you make your decision. But in this movie it ends when all the people survive. Just like how that's a good ending in a video game. Something like that along them lines. I ain't no writer. I ain't no Hollywood writer. I'm just a watcher. I just want a better plot than this time loop shit. I swear to God I do. Or change the title, because they said it's an expansion. If they had to like put like a different title and say in the Until Dawn universe, you would have had me. I'm not gonna lie. That would have been like, okay, it's in the universe. I understand it. Putting Until Dawn on it is a whole different situation. It just seems like it's a cash grab. I'm gonna say it's a cash grab. It's a cash grab. Now, am I gonna still see this? Yes, because I like movies. I know this is gonna piss somebody off. Somebody in my comments gonna be like, dude, you don't get it. You don't understand me, man. You don't understand me, man. I do understand it. I'm not new to this game about movies, man. I'm not new to this game. I know what I'm talking about. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.